Many Malaysians are not financially prepared if the movement control order were to be extended, according to a survey from the Department of Statistics. Generally, more than half of survey respondents, or 52.6%, said they were most affected when it came to financial savings, whereas 6.2% said they were the least affected. Two-thirds of self-employed respondents said they have sufficient savings for less than a month. Meanwhile, employers 77.2% or private employees 82.7% say they have enough savings for 2 months. In a statement, the DOSM says that the agriculture and services sectors recorded the highest percentage of job losses. Almost half of those who are self-employed have lost their jobs, while an estimated 9 out of 10 individuals are working with a lower than usual salary. According to a Bernama poll, almost 90% of respondents agreed that the MCO should be extended in order to curb the spread of COVID-19. Separately, the Academy of Medicine of Malaysia feels that the MCO should be extended beyond Hari Raya Aidilfitri, as social distancing has become the new norm in the pandemic. Fitch Ratings has affirmed Malaysia's long-term foreign currency issuer default rating at A-, but revised the outlook from stable to negative. In a statement, the Ministry of Finance said that Fitch had also projected the Malaysian economy to grow by 5.8% in 2021. Finance Minister Tengku Datuk Sri Zafrul Aziz says the country has responded to the COVID-19 crisis in a timely, decisive and comprehensive manner. He was referring to the recently launched 260 billion ringgit Prihatin economic stimulus package, which is expected to add 2.9 percentage points to 2020 GDP growth. Also, despite the sizable fiscal outlay, Zafrul says the government's commitment to fiscal discipline has not wavered. He says since the measures are one-off and issued during extraordinary circumstances, fiscal consolidation efforts will resume once health and economic conditions stabilize. Members of Parliament and public figures who have automatically received the Bantuan Prihatin National Cash Handouts were deemed eligible based on their income tax assessment data for the year 2018. In a statement, IRB said the recipients who received the handouts without registration have been vetted automatically based on individual income assessment data or the cost of living aid database. IRB said the database includes MPs and public figures. The organisation said that early checks found that the process to determine BPN recipients is in order and the income levels of those who were approved fell within the eligibility band. However, the IRB says it welcomes any MPs who have voluntarily returned the BPN handout. There had been reports earlier this week that pointed out that several high-level individuals were found to be eligible for BPN based on IC checks on the BPN website. The Naga National told analysts that electricity demand may drop due to the COVID-19 outbreak, but earnings are expected to be largely unaffected. The group is shielded by the regulated asset-based structure for power transmission and distribution and the Power Purchase Agreement scheme for power generation. In a research note, HLIB research analyst Daniel Wong quoted TNB as saying that the company would be compensated in the upcoming imbalance cost pass-through review to address the shortfall of earnings due to lower than assumed demand. As such, there will be minimal impact to P&L, but a delay in terms of cash flow for the second half of 2020. To clarify, as part of its COVID-19 coping measures, the government announced a series of electricity bill discounts for hotels, travel agencies, airlines, shopping malls, convention centres and non-commercial users. The Malaysian Palm Oil Board announced that former Deputy Minister of Rural and Regional Development Dato' Ahmad Jazlan Yaakob has been appointed as its chairman, replacing former Sandabi stalwart Tan Sri Bakir Saleh. MPOB DG Dr. Ahmad Parviz Ghulam Kadir said the Palm Oil Board has confidence in the Machang MP and that with his experience, he will be able to lead the agency further when it comes to achieving sustainable development for the industry. It also bears repeating that the palm oil industry is the country's largest plantation commodity and is one of the major contributors to export earnings. MPOB also expressed its gratitude to Muhammad Bakir's contributions and guidance during his 2-year tenure as chairman.